We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. The Phils aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. His home run total sits as the 8th best in the National League entering play.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Way outside. 1-2. Quinn is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. Hot shot on the ground is short. And there's one away.
Batting second, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. Fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Striding in, Bryce Harper. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First pitch coming, here it is.
Count 1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Another one sent foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's got 8 hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hoskins, a California-born ball player. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And he's safe.
The shortstop, DIDI.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. First pitch on its way.
Ball in.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Smoke toward the hole. And a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
And in steps Scott Kingery. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
A ball and a strike.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Nunez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Phillies lead it 2-0. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, please, Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Roman Quinn remains in the game, batting 9th and manning left field. Coming to the plate now, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Starling Marte.
Now the pitch. Here's the pitch. Slider laid off for a ball. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
The 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Marte is retired, and there's one away. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, AMED Rosario. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Kingery takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting first, the second baseman, number 6.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder down the line at third. Throw will be well late as he reaches at first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Behind 0-2 now. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're down 2-0. Striding into the box, David Bodie. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Marte going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Fly ball to straightaway left. Nunez will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Roman Quinn. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Oh, and trouble there for Lowry.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Quinn rounds third and is digging for the plate. And this will not be in time as he's into third base safely.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So now to the plate, DIDI Gregorius.
He swings and grounds it to short.
McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Phillies on top, 4-0. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Quinn moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Next up from New York, Wilson Ramos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make it work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs. 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off. But he went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there. 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Cold strike at the knees. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Mets leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Scott Kingery. And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Nunez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball left outside.
1 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. And there are 2 away now. Ready now, David Bodie. He flew out in his last at-bat. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 4-0 lead.
Leading up for the Mets.
First delivery to him on the way. Noah Syndergaard is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Standing in now, AMED ROSARIO. This pitch is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
1-1. Here it is. Hit on the ground toward the left. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. He said he's seen his hitters take it to another level with runners in scoring position today, which is reflected in their batting average in those situations. Over a 600 clip. Clearly, that's been a big part of the story of this game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Roman Quinn. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Lays off 1-0. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
2 are gone in the Philly fourth, and that brings up JT Realmuto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game, and that's in there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Michael Conforto is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler, and it's fouled away. Wheeler pauses. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They're down 4-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Marte patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. DIDI Gregorius will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. The second for 1 on to first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Eduardo Nunez.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Nunez, a former Red Sox, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Robinson Cano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Robinson.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. The average right at 280 coming in. 8 home runs and 34 driven in. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Digging in, AMED ROSARIO. 0-for-2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and that's through for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. So here's Jeff McNeil. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-1 game.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. On to second, but he's in safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Conforto brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Comes set, the 0-1. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds. Jerry Familia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Scott Kingery.
He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. In there, 2-1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Chopped at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So coming to the plate, A.J. Pollock. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just missed above the zone. fouled away.
Nope.
2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
At the plate now, David Bodie. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third. And what do you know? Knock for yourself.
At the plate, Zach Wheeler. And this will be fouled away. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Liner in there for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 6-3 game.
The left fielder, number 24, Roman QUINN.
Into the box now, Roman Quinn. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, catcher.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
So striding in, JT Realmuto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 7-3 ball game. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Brad Brock, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. Here's Bryce Harper now. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
3 runs already home here.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Ready on 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Phillies 7 and the Mets 3. Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Lowry.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder coming in. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Eduardo Nunez.
One away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. A swing and a ground ball to third. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Jarrett Parker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Mets. Number 26. Jarrett.
Line drive to left.
Parker.
Quinn is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Digging in, DIDI Gregorius. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone into the upper tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 25 for him on the year as they open it up to 8-3.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting.
In now, Scott Kingery. As he'll take a look at a
100.
slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Nunez is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
The center fielder.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and up next the center fielder A.J. Pollock. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now here it comes. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Dylan Betances comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in now, David Bodie, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. And he popped him up. And this will land foul. The 1-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Ramos has got it. And that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Phillies 9 and the Mets 3. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
He froze him on the fastball there. AMED Rosario is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Stepping up to the plate, Jeff McNeil. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Well, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home.
0-2.
And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Pete Alonso.
Stepping in now, Pete Alonso. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, the pitcher can claim that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
Standing in, Michael Conforto, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. This year against right-handed pitching, Conforto is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down. Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Still way back. It's 9-3. Neil Walker is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 12, Neil Walker.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 9 homers and 14 driven in. Now it's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Roman Quinn. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. At the plate, Bryce Harper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Joe Kelly will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Hit back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said no dice.
Into the box, Jed Lowry. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Again, he sends it out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now batting, left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. He went down on strikes last time up. Grounded down the third baseline. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter,
Dominic Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Dominic.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Back goes Harper, still ranging back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
You're going to get one fastball right down the middle, probably once or twice a game, and you cannot miss it. And he did not miss it. He roasted that pitch.
Here's Starling Marte as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ball 1.
Look out, 1-1.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air to center. Pollock has a read on it. And that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's the Phillies 9 and the Mets 5. Edwin Diaz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
For the Phillies, the first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
Now here's the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. It's sharply toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Into the box now, DIDI Gregorius. 1-0 the count. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. The tag's there by Lowry, and he is out at third base.
The batter is second baseman, Scott Kingery.
In now, Scott Kingery, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Kingery has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Runner breaks for third. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Stepping into the box, A.J. Pollock. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Here comes the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Ramos gathers it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Phillies strand 1 as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Digging in, AMED ROSARIO. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Sir Anthony Dominguez, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner from second is in to score.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. At the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit hard to short. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
The catcher, number 40.
At the plate, Wilson Ramos. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. David Robertson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 30, David Robertson.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. Robertson has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 9-7 game. Standing in now, Jed Lowry, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Taken called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The Mets down to their final strike. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The Mets down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. Philadelphia with their 90th win, best in the division. Zach Wheeler records the victory, his 13th of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 9 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Mets, 7 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Tonight.